somebody like refill.
Hello there. This is Group Therapy. I'm Tina DeMond, your specialist. Here with
it's upstairs.
Keeping It Real Keita. Woohoo! Nigga that don't want to be on camera, that dude.
What's happening?
Guess what, y'all?
We got a special guest. Woohoo!
I said he wasn't gonna never be here. Didn't I say that the last time I was here?
This is Tell It All Ty, baby.
Ooh.
Tell It All Ty up in this motherfucker.
That nigga is here.
And wait. We got a motherfucking studio audience.
Ooh, who is it? Who it is?
Her name is Lexi the Bestie. What up, dog?
All right.
Yes, Lexi the Bestie.
Okay.
She here to learn some shit, y'all. You know. We gotta teach. We gotta teach
my
the
wig.
kids.
Okay. We got it together. Let me fix my wig,
So,
y'all. Okay.
so let me just say this much. Ruby Red is not here because she done
Ruby
fucked
Ray
herself.
Moore? Rudy Ray Moore?
No,
She has fucked herself all the
I
way
thought
up,
you said Rudy Ray Moore.
and her husband has to put her ass because she fucked up. You know, she hurt herself real bad. She on pain medicine. Hopefully, she don't become
She
addicted
fucked
to
up.
opioids.
In other words,
where they gotta put her, you know, in a place.
shout out to you.
Shout out Ruby
Red.
Red. You know,
We
you always
love you.
You always missed.
We
And
love
we kind
you.
of late tonight because we was having a birthday party for my big little brother, and my son.
Yes.
This is Gemini season, apparently.
Woo woo, cause that's what I is.
Whatever. So we're late tonight, but y'all don't give a fuck because y'all don't really tune in. Y'all just view the shit.
Cause I ain't.
I know you're not touching my shit.
Okay.
Okay, she
Shit.
crazy.
All right.
So tonight, as promised, we will be talking about the 7-year itch.
What the fuck is it though?
The 7-year itch, it can mean a lot to different people.
But how soon does it start?
Okay, I did a little research because we've been talking about this for a minute that we were going to talk about it, so I was researching shit.
Right.
Let me read to you what I wrote down.
Okay.
About the 7-year itch.
Okay.
It was a doctor named
Help
Victoria
me, please.
Wilson.
Jesus.
She's a doctor. She's a Caucasian lady. Very
Okay.
nice lady.
Okay. We got them.
She
in the
was
family.
saying that. Let me just read it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta read my own handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, she said that there's phases in a 7-year itch. It mostly actually starts around 36 months to 4 years. The passion in your relationship needs work. The monogamy needs work so it does not turn into monotony. So
Monotony meaning you not gonna get shit.
meaning you doing this, it's just the same thing all the time.
Okay.
So she's saying your passion needs work for your monogamy. And she said that it really starts at 36 months to 4 years. And that's when it starts where the people that's married or together that been together that long loses interest in being in a monogamous relationship. So you have to work on it. And by the time you get to the 7-year itch, which is a lot of when the people get divorced mostly. Yeah, when you hit that 7-year mark, you find out you just don't really want to be with the same person.
But I got married at 6 years.
Yeah. So what it is she really spoke on for men, but I feel that it's men and women, but mostly men. They have to work on being in a monogamous relationship because all their lives they have used to been going from person to person. They didn't have to settle down with
for a lot
person.
of men, yeah, they have. They've been, you know. Thank you.
Yeah, they've
been humping from one to the next.
Yeah, they spend a lot of their lives going from person to person, and you know the relationship and the desires and the romance is real good in the beginning,
and that's a with a lot of relationships,
and then it dwindles down. It goes, you know, further and further down until you get to the point where you're like, I just need something.
And you know that the thing about it is, it's so fucked up that that's how it has to be.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it should be a steady roller coaster. You know, just...
Well, that's what she means by it needs work. You need to keep working on your monogamy.
Say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. You got something to say?
Our special guest.
Am I speaking out
Yeah,
loud?
you can
Yes.
speak. You can speak.
When
You're
you
welcome
You
to
saying
we
a
can
speak.
hear
steady?
you.
You saying a steady roller coaster? A roller coaster ain't steady. It's up
But
and down.
what?
You're
True,
saying you need
true. But I
a
didn't
steady
exactly.
roller coaster.
I didn't exactly mean it in that way, but I mean it should just be steady. You
Well,
know, that's in
everybody
a
wants
perfect
steady,
world.
You gotta
Don't
work.
compare
In a perfect
steady.
world, it would be. In a perfect world, it would be.
It's not a perfect
That's in a
world.
perfect
It's
world.
Well,
not a
that's
perfect
why
world.
it's saying.
I mean, you could try to make what she is saying make a lot of sense, and it does make a lot of sense because after so long, some people do want to try different things. But after so long, you have to try different things with the person you're with to make
Exactly.
it different.
Say
That's
that.
what she's saying.
Say that.
She equated
that.
the 7-year itch with childhood. From the ages 0 to 4 is when the child has to be watched the most.
Right.
And about the time
Because it's
the
the
child
most
get about
impressionable years.
No, not like that. But
Can I
when the
raise
child
my
gets
hand?
about 4 years old is when they can kind of start doing some independent things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So
can I
yes,
raise
Ty.
my hand?
No, you can just speak
So
out.
you're saying from such age to 7, now you got to be guided. Is that what you just said?
I'm saying Dr. Wilson equated the 7-year itch with being a child from 0 to 4 in a relationship. You know, from 0 to 4, you got to be, watched
Right.
and becomes
From 4
independent
to
after
7,
4.
you got to be what?
4 to 7, you can get a little independence. You know what I'm saying? Got to see how the world works. And that's where the 7-year itch come in, because now you're like, okay, well, I'm trying to see what that's about over there. You know, you get to touch different things.
That seems a little logical. But
Yeah.
after you learn somebody from 4 to 7, you know somebody, so you know what they're all about. So you don't need the other itch because you have learned what that person and things are about.
That
Well,
is
you're
true.
a special person if you feel
That
like
is
the itch
true.
does not
But that's
equate to
not
you.
how it always happens.
That's what
That's
I just
not
got
how
out
it
of what you
always
just
happens.
said.
Because there's always that one that's twerking and flipping and popping on a handstand.
We're talking about growing
I'm-
towards each other, not
I'm
growing
saying,
apart.
but
Well,
no,
7
I'm
years- the
saying.
7
If
year
you at
itch.
7 twerking,
No, the
No,
You
no,
need
no,
your
no,
ass
no, no,
whooped.
no. We're talking about in years of being in a relationship.
The 7-year
I
itch
understand.
is
I
when
understand.
people grow apart. That's when they grow apart
I know.
within the 7 years.
because you twerking.
Because they're saying
Yeah,
like 50%
yeah.
of marriages end in divorce around the 7th, 8th year.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay, because it's so much of what they call
So much twerking?
no, not necessarily twerking, but it's so much
Influence.
Temptation.
there it
Temptation,
is.
yeah.
There it is.
Temptation.
It's
Yeah.
so much temptation
Temptation.
out here that you have them weak ass niggas
And women.
who and there it is. Weak ass niggas and females
Well,
who
not to-
sit
not
out
to
here
interrupt, I
and
said I
fall
wasn't gonna
for it.
say anything,
Okay, you ain't got to
but
be
you
quiet.
know what I'm
Let
gonna
it go. Let it go.
And I've thought about it a lot today
Mm.
and days before.
Mhm.
It's the media. Don't get me wrong, media.
Mm.
And social media as well.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Mhm.
like you're showing a different image of what's going on.
Oh, didn't I say that? You can be who you want to be.
You know-
Say
what I
it.
mean?
Say it. Look,
I mean, and
this is a
you're
nigga that ain't
misled.
don't
You're
want to be on
misled.
camera.
You're
Okay.
misled.
We'll do that for
Okay.
On what's really going on.
Mm.
You are.
As far as I'm gonna go way back, and I'm a father, I'm a granddaddy. You got kids in the house with woman and woman parents, and you got them going to school kissing other girls and stuff.
Oh,
You're misled at
Ooh.
this point. So a lot of your life may be misled.
what are you
That's
doing?
interesting.
Let me say
That
it.
is a twist on what the fuck we was saying.
Hey,
dropping knowledge,
He
man. You
twisted
dropping
that
knowledge.
shit up. You
Huh.
know, he twisted it.
Praise the
You know?
Lord. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron, what you think about the 7-year itch? Do you think it's some bullshit, or do you think it's some kind of, truth to it, or what? I'm sorry, dude.
You just messed my
Fucked it all up.
Every
Okay,
episode.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
So he's
It's
somebody
over.
different.
It's
I might as
over.
well come on around the camera.
Man, look, okay? Say what you gonna say then, nigga. You just-
Yes. What do you think about the 7-year itch? Is this some kind of truth to it, or you ever heard about it?
I've heard about it. Apparently it is true. I believe it's true.
What makes it true for you? Like, what have you heard about it? What do you think? What do you believe?
Who said it was true for me?
I mean,
Oh
you
my God.
said
Are
you
you
in
feeling
some
some
part
kind
of
of
it
way?
you think it's true. So
I didn't say too much. Don't put me in that.
No, I'm
think-
saying you said it's some truth to it. So what do you know about it?
I think apparently some people get into to a routine, get into a rut, and they do the same things in life. They may get bored, and then they see something outside the relationship. I think that happens.
I think what he is trying to say is sometime in life that you may, through that 7-year period, you might hit that speed bump. And once you get over it, you realize it was a bump and you can move on.
But most people, when they get to that speed bump, that's
boy,
the
you
problem
was
with the
trying to
7-year
get you
itch.
something. They ain't you.
Look, this girl.
I'm sorry. I mean, he is trying to bring his whoever his mate is, pull him in. That's what he's trying to do.
So
Who
what
won't do
you're
it?
saying is
Dropping
the
wisdom.
problem is for the speed bump. That's the problem, is that they don't know how to get over the speed bump. And instead of them looking at the relationship as what it is, they look at that speed bump like it's everything.
No,
And
what
that's
I'm
where the
looking
divorce
at is
comes.
that speed bump is where it was going so fast, and why did it slow down? And it's time to get over it so we can speed back up.
Well, what was going fast in the speed bump?
When you first started, everything everybody was doing within, they slowed it down.
Like
That's
you
where
mean
the
like
bump-
the romance
Yeah,
and
all-
all
yeah.
of that stuff in
Yeah,
your relationship?
because in the
And the
beginning,
infatuation
you
with each other.
so mesmerized by
No,
this
you get
individual.
so
It's
used-
just like everything about them just
No, you
tickles
get so,
your everything.
You get so used to a certain thing that you forgot about what you was doing with a person, and the speed bump is what slowed everything down.
because they
And once you
say
get
what you
over
do
it-
to keep them.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get over that speed bump so you can keep them.
So that goes into the phases.
What you do to get
of
them,
a
you gotta say
relationship.
do the same thing to keep them,
You got
right?
to get it back in front of that speed bump.
Okay.
Well, that goes into the phase of relationship. There's like, so they say like 4 or 5 phases. The
Mhm.
first phase is romance,
Mhm.
and
We're going to say
It- it-
courting.
and that's supposed
Start
to
back
feel like-
courting.
that would be the romance when you
Because I
you go
tell
out
you,
on a date, you kind of infatuated with the person, like you looking at them all the time, like oh you is so
oh,
cute, oh my
that,
god.
I'm not
he
being
can
seen.
get
but
it,
can I raise
boy,
my
right
hand?
now.
You know, just go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's not put on the more big draws no more, everybody.
Big draws. What's the big draws? I'm lost. I left
So
the
you want
room.
to take it? So you taking it too? You
No,
haven't
I'm
went
not
back
trying
far
to-
enough
no,
because
but
you're
that's
going
where it
into
started with the romance.
no, you're going into the stability of stage. We're talking about the infatuation stage where
If you're
Yeah,
with
we
that
gotta-
person,
we gotta
you're
take
going to
one
be.
step
you got to go from the
Infatuated.
beginning.
Not necessarily. Just because you're with somebody don't mean you infatuated
But
by
we're
them.
saying what I'm saying is
Okay,
the
we're going to slow it
romance.
down. We're going to slow it down.
The romance stage says it lasts about 1 to 6 months, probably 2 years. In that first month you meet somebody, you're like really into them, right?
Yeah.
Like when you just like on the phone all the time, and
Oh,
you just want to
my
say
God,
hi, you wanna
everything.
see what they're doing, and you're thinking about them all the time. That can last up to 2 years, but it's really a 6-month process.
Wow.
Mm.
After 6 months, you go into the power struggle. Like what you want for dinner? Well, I ain't want that. Now you get into standing your ground to what you want now, because you probably gave in a lot in the romance stage
Not
of
knowing what you really want.
Oh no, you knew what you wanted, but
they didn't know.
you just wanted to give some power up because you wanted to make that person happy, not knowing you don't understand. You're setting the tone for your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she like Chipotle. you really don't dig Chipotle, but you will go because you fucking want to all the time. Every time y'all go to dinner, she want to go to a Mexican restaurant, a Chipotle. You really don't want to do that.
Unless you with a Mexican, then that's different.
Well, I'm half Mexican.
You know, I'm tired of these biracial motherfuckers on this show. You tired? We got a German and black nigga, a motherfucking Mexican. And
every time we go somewhere, he got to stop at Taco Bell and
damn.
shit. Yeah.
But see, you stop at Taco Bell and you get some shit, don't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. But you gave up that power because you never wanted to make him.
But that was past the 2 years.
But that's still what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You still, that's the
I'm
power
what you're laying
stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to the stability stage where, okay, we just gonna stop at two different motherfuckers.
What day we come? What day we air?
So,
we air.
But I'm saying like
we're live now.
I know we.
I'm gonna tell you,
days?
like for me,
Saturdays.
I'm gonna tell you for me. When I met my husband, boy, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, they could nobody tell me not a goddamn thing. Okay,
He was in
wherever he was, I was.
That was infatuation right there, man.
You think that was infatuation?
That's a good thing though. If you build,
it was little simple things that he introduced me to, that little simple things that he introduced me to that I never had experienced in my life, and that just made my life. You know, I'm not a big person. I'm not a person that it takes a lot to please.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more the simple things that would draw me in. And it was the simple things that he would do that just pulled me. I was away from my home more than ever. I was hardly ever at home. And it's things like that happen that I wish that at a point would have kept going, because at some point it did kind of fall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it says here.
It did kind of fall. So that romance and stuff in the beginning, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the beginning, yeah, you just, every moment, everything that happened, you just want to pick up the phone and be like, guess what happened? Did you see that shit? Oh, nigga. Okay, look. Okay. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back, family. You know what I'm saying? It's that you know,
that stage.
There is that stage where that falls.
Yeah, it falls.
You know what I'm saying? It is that stage where that falls. And it's up to you as a couple to try and keep that together.
It takes work.
It's not just only for a relationship. Somebody at work asked me, like, you know, they was like, just yesterday or whatever. It was like, you know, he was, you know, advertising himself. You know, I sell DVDs. I ain't trying to talk to you because I see you got the ring on, this and that or whatever. You know, how long you been married? I said, you know, going on 2 years we've been together. Hey, he like, well, how is it? I said, it's good. You know, It has its ups and downs like any relationship would. I'm not about to go in no details and tell you what the fuck is going on with me. I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, somewhere in that relationship, when you have those ups and downs, you got to pull that shit that you had in the beginning. You got to get that back.
You do. Because that's when you become where it's like, we're just going to divorce.
You got to get that back, because once you lose that,
finding that infatuation with somebody else.
Man,
and once they find it with somebody else, they add a third party in there, it's very difficult to get that back.
And that's not the shit that you want to happen. You want to pull that back with the person that you are with,
if it matters to you.
If
it doesn't matter,
if it matters to you. If it doesn't matter to you, then you just like, fuck it, shit, go on about your business, nigga. What? Okay, all right, okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? So,
Dune, you don't have anything to say? I'm waiting on it.
I think you all have made valid points. Yeah. I agree with everything that's been said. But you talked about the ups and downs. I will say this. There is another great philosopher named Calvin Broadus,
Oh shit.
and he said
Who's
there will
Calvin
be
Broadus?
ups and downs, smiles and frowns.
Oh shit.
That's pretty much that sums it up for me. You will have good times and bad
Who
times.
is Calvin Brothers?
Well, he goes by the stage name of Snoop Dogg.
He always has a philosopher.
You might be able to just smoke to it and relax to it, and what he really trying to say is going to be up and
It's
down.
somebody who loves
Just don't
him
lay
some
there.
Nate Dogg,
Just don't
Snoop
lay
Dogg.
Don't back up and get your relationship back
So my
together.
question to you guys are, what is it that a mate can do to fix whatever problem that could be caused to go into the 7-year itch? Like, what is it?
Is there a
like,
bypass in the 7-year itch?
And I just want to say
There's no
that-
bypassing this.
It's not-
No,
you
saying
got to go
what
through
can you
that.
do and what can you cause it to make it through? the
Yeah,
7
like
years?
what is it? Like if you was going through that in your life, what would be something that your mate can do to make it better so y'all can get through it?
Each mate has to make adjustments to make it through the 7 years. It's
What are you
not
doing?
about
Oh.
making it through it. It's about working through it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wrong and her wrong and accepting the person who they are to be who they are, then you know who your mate is.
Right.
They always say, you knew who he was before you married him.
What about you, dude?
These motherfuckers crazy, man.
She lit that.
I'm saying.
Motherfuckers crazy.
You know how many
So-
times I heard that? You knew who that nigga
I
was
didn't
before
say
you
that. I
married him.
mean,
Yeah, they do
you-
say that.
You
Yeah.
have sometimes things you was doing you're not doing when you met, and some things you have to change that you're doing that you wasn't doing when you met. So you have to adjust to certain things.
What about you, dude?
Thank you, Alexis.
Maybe people I wouldn't say require, but maybe sometimes people like different things and request different things, and they're just not getting that, and that, you know, maybe sometimes that
This
leads them
motherfucker
to
is not.
do other things. You know, so maybe experimentation, you know, could alleviate some of that. Who knows?
I mean, what kind of experimentation? Inquiring mind wants to know.
You ain't experimenting shit with mine. I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, just like I told y'all asses before. My meat is not giving out.
Well, why do you think that that's the experiment that he's?
I'm just
of?
saying because that's what bitches be trying.
Well,
Okay.
we're
You
talking
can say
about
that. You
salvaging.
can say
Yeah, I can say that. I can say
On
that.
live like that?
Yeah.
We're speaking about trying to maintain your relationship.
7-day itch. Where you
I don't
going?
share my meat at all.
She really don't like sharing her life.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't share my meat. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
What? What
I'm
are you
just saying.
talking about?
That's some shit that just
Damn,
came out.
We
I'm
got
sorry.
action now. We got action now.
I'm sorry. That just came
We
out.
got action
That's
now.
right, Lexus. No meat sharing. Shit. Well, I don't share my meat on purpose, bitch. If you think you about to get it, go ahead and try it.
Well,
Okay.
that maybe that's a part of the 7-year itch. Maybe
But-
you're
and that's
sharing
what
and
it
you don't
is.
know that you're sharing.
That's what it is. That's what it is. These bitches be out here thotting and bopping and shit, and these weak niggas be falling for it. You know what I'm saying? That's where your meat be being shared, and you don't know it's being shared until
Well,
the shit come to you.
Maybe that's a part of his 7-year itch.
That's
To
his
see-
itch.
To see if
That's
it's
his
more,
itch.
more salad dressing.
Because they put the shit out here so
he want to put some different.
put
he
it
wanna
out
put
here
his
so
mayonnaise in
worldwide.
another dressing.
they put it out here so wide. You got all, just like he said, social media. You got all these hoes putting the shit out here. I had a real fucked up dream last night. Let me tell y'all.
I don't know where she goes.
Yeah.
Off
My
the
man.
side.
My man, listen, I'm a Gemini, okay?
So we can get back on
I'm a
track.
Gemini,
back on
okay?
track.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Excuse me.
My man goes like a
Come on.
million miles an hour,
Can we
okay?
know-
There's a blissful blissful stage.
Yeah, let's
At
let's
the
go.
end
Is it?
of it all, after
I
you
hope so.
after you've gotten over your 7-year itch
Okay.
hump, after you've gotten to the power struggle, after
Praise
the stability
the
stage,
Lord.
there's a commitment stage, and then there's a blissful stage. After all of that,
I'm
after
waiting.
your commitment comes,
Where's
and
the
first of all,
bliss?
my daddy said the commitment normally happens in the ages from 45
The
to
50. Because he also said to me that men stop
Settling down.
acting an ass and doing stupid shit between the ages of 45 and 50.
So
That's what he said.
That
to
might
me.
be the commitment stage. The bitch got to be old as shit, about to be on the
God
motherfucking
damn,
crutch.
I can't have no
I
kids
don't
no more.
want, I don't want her to be on old, and I don't want to be. I do want a lazy boy, but I want her to come get the lazy boy with me.
He said it was a lazy boy.
But
So you got to go to that commitment stage.
Yeah, it's
And then get to the
it's-
blissful stage.
Believe it or not, it's been there.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a stage that we have been through before we got to that stage.
So you
But
kind of backtracked a little bit.
No, I'm saying we might have been through that stage,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't put an age bracket on it.
On which stage?
You saying 40 to 45. I've been wanting to lay chair. I've been asking for it for a year. I've been asking for it since
Why you
35.
ain't get it yet?
I don't know. You ain't got it yet.
Ooh, ooh.
His wife.
Oh, his
Right,
wife.
my wife ain't got it yet. I
Oh.
want me a lazy boy.
Maybe because you ain't deserved it yet.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I haven't. But now that I
Are you
have,
home enough to get a lazy chair? Lazy boy?
My balls have shrunk up a little bit. I just sit in the living room and hold them. I don't know.
Thank you, Ty. that's TMI.
What did I say his name was? Tell it all time.
Yeah.
They told it off.
Tell it all
He
time.
said
They
it.
shrunk up a little
We
bit.
got
I'm ready for my
keep it
chair.
real cute and tell it all time. He's a
Damn.
good addition to the.
Ain't they married?
Yes, I think so.
I
I
don't know,
think
but
so.
hey,
Mm.
I'm like,
Point
what's that
blank.
Tyler Perry movie?
Point blank is
I'm gonna fart in a minute.
point blank is you know, from what I am learning every day, you know, relationships, you go through your ups and downs. It's how you come out of it
Yeah.
that makes you stronger. And you know, some people are built, they say Ford tough, but then they say found on the road dead is what Ford mean. So is that GMC? Because I love GMC.
I don't know anything about that.
Either way it go.
Get some cum.
Doom, goddammit.
Get some cum.
Know what I'm saying?
Either way it go. You know, you gotta work at it. It's marriages is a lot of work, let alone a relationship. Marriage, you can't just walk away from a marriage and say, fuck you, I'm done, bitch, bye. You can't.
Let me look. I thought about this, Kitty. You said it's those weak niggas
Mm-hmm.
who get caught up
Mhm.
with other shit. Or
Because
whatever.
there's a lot of weak niggas out here.
Right. So to be strong
Mm-hmm.
means that you never bust in the bitch's face.
What
Right.
you mean busting the
saying-
bitch's face?
Well,
You
you
know
said
what I mean.
you weak. You weak because you go off and bust in the bitch's face, but you strong when you sit there and never bust in the bitch's face.
What you mean? I don't get it.
No,
What do you-
no,
I'm confused.
I mean, you weak when you fall for that twerking
Weak
ass
one.
bitch, you know, that's shaking that thing in your face.
No, that's what he
Right.
just
It
said.
don't always got to be a bitch that's twerking.
or whatever. What
She could be a security guard somewhere.
That's just a metaphor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A strong one is that see that bitch twerking and be like, oh, okay, that's what's up.
and
and then
home.
go on about your business.
Okay.
And go home and fuck your wife ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck your ass, wife ass. What that
What
mean?
you mean, like have
Tear
sex
ass
with your
up.
wife?
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You know, get turned on by the shit, but you go home and you tell your wife. It's a lot of them that just gonna go ahead and take that bitch that's twerking and go ahead and like, shit, I want to see what that shit look like naked.
And it be
You know
falling
what I'm
down to the
saying?
ground, but that's okay. That's another story.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I said it be
I don't
falling
know
to the
if
ground.
we are saying the same thing, but that's what I'm saying in so many ways.
I'm confused about what Doom said. He gonna have to elaborate for me because I'm slow.
Because I watch a lot of social media because it's my entertainment for me. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, that's all I had to keep me entertained. You know what I'm saying? Not that I live by the shit, because I know that this shit is purely entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you that type of simple ass bitch that you live off of this shit, then it's a problem with you. But I watch the shit, but you see the shit in social media. You know what I'm saying? This shit happens. I'm saying, motherfuckers cut me off for what?
So back to you, Doom. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, we've all seen porn, right? Where where a man might ejaculate in a woman's face, right? We've all seen that, and you know,
sometimes these
it gets you excited.
conversations kind of go just wherever.
Can I get that?
it might be.
He said,
You want to be ejaculated in the face?
No.
Okay, I'm
No,
understanding.
I said, can I?
So in order for you,
I'm just talking shit.
So you saying, I'm a little slow.
Okay, go ahead.
We need the rest.
No, so you're saying you're not a weak nigga if you busting a bitch face, but you strong if you busting a bitch face.
No, I'm saying. I don't even know what you just said. No, Keita said it's the weak ones who go out and cheat and all that, right? So hypothetically, if you go out and cheat, you might bust in somebody's face, right? You might ejaculate in somebody's face.
That's what you might want.
Right. That's weak. But you can be strong, never go outside, and never get to ejaculate in anybody's face. That's strong, is what I'm saying. I mean, so yeah. So
you're weak or strong if you bust in somebody's face.
What the fuck? I ain't understanding
Is
none of
it
this
weak
shit.
or strong if you busted somebody? I don't know if it's either. You just a man who want to ejaculate in somebody's face.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, so do you care that you weak or strong if you got a chance to ejaculate in somebody's face?
Do you want to get your face ejaculated into?
I don't want to ejaculate. I don't want to ejaculate on my face.
Why why not? You want somebody else to have your ejaculation on their face?
This is hypothetical, right?
I'm saying hypothetical. You got to do unto others as you want them to do unto you.
Well, that's different.
Let's get a little deep in here.
First of all,
we're gonna go back to
what's the next subject?
My next subject.
What's the next subject? Because this one is
like
going kind of to the left.
On the air, and somebody want to get ejaculated. That's what it sounds like. We're getting a little deep on the air.
My next subject was talking about what's a good age to get married. I feel like if you're in your 20s, you shouldn't get married
because you haven't lived life.
Because this is when it becomes a problem with you not having a commitment stage. Because you think in your mind you want to be with this young girl the rest of your life, but you haven't lived your life.
I agree.
Now you off looking at 25-year-old, 27-year-old, 29-year-old, and you want to fuck
these grown ass men fucking with these little 28-year-olds thinking they the hot shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying as a 20-year-old man, you shouldn't be married to nobody.
No, I don't think they
because your 20s should be experimental. You should be able to figure out what kind of person who you are.
We don't want them to experiment too much, but
what I'm saying is,
but I agree with you. Being 20 and
20 something.
Would you get out the fucking camera?
I'm not in the camera.
20
no,
anything.
but 20 anything.
Why are you talking to me
you
like that?
Be
like
married.
you know me or some shit.
But,
I don't know.
Oh.
He's
20
a special
something is not of age because, like you said, you haven't experienced yourself, and as they would say, and I'm a man, they say men mature later than women.
You sure
Way
do.
later.
You sure do.
So I'm just gonna go on that level. Not saying it's true with all men.
And at 20, you might not have ejaculated in somebody's face. You might not have at 20.
You might not even ejaculate. Unless a wet sex, a wet bed.
Oh
Well, at your age of 20, you better find a bitch where you can come in her face because
Oh, they doing it nowadays.
you better find
You
her.
got too much.
You better
social
look at
media. They doing it nowadays. We better upgrade this video.
Oh my
Play some
god.
clips.
We better
Oh my
upgrade
God.
the video.
Okay.
So what is a good age? 40,
What,
30?
30? I would say the average man, if he got his life and his career together, I think 35.
Career or career?
35 is a
Career.
good age for you
Yeah.
because what you think
If you
he's
got
done
your
enough?
career together and you got everything that you plan to do, and, you know what I'm saying?
But what if they don't?
Well, you're gonna be fucking around.
You're gonna be fucking around.
You
What's a
gonna
good
be.
age, dude?
I think 35. 35. I mean, I'm not answering your question, but I'm just saying 35 if you're established and you got everything.
Don't, how old were you when you got married?
You just gonna do that.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Hey,
Look, I told you,
sinuses is a motherfucker.
Yeah, you're looking at the sinus.
Yeah, I'll have to calculate that one. Late 30s. Late 30s, though.
Okay.
You was late 30s?
Yes.
How?
You got to think about it.
Yeah.
Would you get out the camera?
Oh, I was 40.
You
I was
mean?
40.
Ain't no damn camera.
You wasn't 40.
You lie. What you mean?
Were you 40? Because I believe this is.
The first one don't count.
No, the fuck it doesn't. Yes, it does.
First marriages don't count because they didn't.
They do
You-
count because
you're-
that goes into me saying
Exactly.
your 7-year itches. The whole timeline of the problem is the
So your
ages you
7-year
decide to get
itch-
married.
So your 7-year itch wasn't really the 7-year itch then.
That's what I'm saying. It starts,
No.
Way
Did you
earlier.
hear what I just said?
yeah, but
You have that 7-year itch, so that 7-year itch really wasn't.
How were you
Is-
when
is-
you got married?
I plead the fifth.
You don't know how the fuck old you was when you
I
got
don't
married?
know, I don't know.
the fuck old.
Look, when
saying.
I got married the first time, it had
Now
nothing to do
you
with no 7
grabbing
years.
It wasn't but
Yeah.
almost 2
You
years
had- I
ago.
got married.
You don't
I got-
know when
Wait a
it.
minute. Wait
No,
a
I
minute,
got divorced because the bitch didn't know how to talk to me, and I ain't staying in no relationship where a bitch can't talk to me right. Period.
I mean, I understand that, but
Mm.
I'm your man. I'm sitting next to you.
Right.
So,
And I don't even know why he said that. I'm your man. I'm sitting right next to you.
I know how you feel because
Cause y'all
no,
communicating.
no. Shut up. I'm about to. When you feel you ain't wearing the drawers, when you feel you ain't wearing the
Y'all
drawers,
get it.
then it ain't worth.
Oh, I wore the drawers, nigga.
I
What I'm
ain't
saying.
saying you was no B,
Right.
but I said you didn't feel like you should feel it.
I'm just not taking no shit from a bitch. Period.
Mm.
I mean, you ain't one.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's only so many times I'm gonna tell a bitch, look, bitch, I'm not taking that from you.
Hey, we
bitch.
can say this. We can say this.
I just said it.
Well, fuck that bitch, and you should have left.
That's what he did.
Well,
They
good
on the
luck.
thing.
Good, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're happily married now.
Absolutely. Now I got a bitch that respects me.
And you got a real bitch.
That's right. That's right.
They want to put us on.
God.
Man.
God.
You know
These
what?
motherfuckers ain't got no
This
goddamn
is
sense.
entertaining for fucking
I'm
real.
telling
This bitch
you.
about to get some hits.
Oh my god. So on
She
to the
is
next
a real
thing.
bitch.
Now, we're going on. We're going
On to the
on.
next thing.
We're going, I didn't
Social-
want to do it, but we're going to do it.
Mm.
Is social media important in a relationship?
No.
Nowadays, the way
No,
people
no,
act
no,
right now.
no, it's
When
not.
did this? When
No.
was this supposed to be?
Well,
No.
let me tell you something. It's people on there. They got that perfect relationship for everybody to see, but they at home scratching their eyes out.
No,
Mm.
social media, I don't have it. I don't have Instagram.
Good
I
for
bet I don't have Facebook. I don't even know how to get in my wife's inbox or nothing.
you. Do you think it would be a problem if you had social media? Like with the way it's set up, the way it's set up now.
The way it's set up, like my old background and things that I used to do, it
would definitely be a problem.
It probably would be a problem. Just seeing that people that, not that I'm messing with, but people that I knew from the past that I might have dated and tried to get in touch with me.
Yeah. The ones you can't turn down.
And I might click on hey, whatever, and I might respond.
You may open that door up.
Right. It might be an impact, but I'm so out of the loop with that. I could say that my wife has got a lot of things going on because I don't know anything about Facebook. If I click in her inbox or what they call it, Dropbox, DM. I might see porn from. I don't know what. I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's
what
froze,
do you do?
y'all. So just listen.
But you hear what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. I can't pick up her phone. I don't know nothing about even going in the inbox of Facebook or the Dropbox or I don't know nothing. My wife be cheating.
Well, I know your wife. I can guarantee you that it wouldn't be shit for you to find.
No, I'm just saying a person that don't
yeah.
with that. I don't know.
What about you, Keita?
I don't, let me tell you something. For me, social media is just what it is, social media.
That's
social.
I use, right.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm talking. I use social media.
Actually, let me cut her off. But what if your wife come home and once she come in the house and she goes in the back room and she's on the phone till the time she goes to sleep cracking sunflower seeds and you never get a chance to go in the bedroom with her because she's cracking sunflower seeds on there.
That got nothing to do with social media, does it?
That has nothing
but
to do with
she's on
social
it
media.
while she's cracking the goddamn sunflower.
But what's she doing? Watching her shows or something?
I don't know, but if your husband was to walk back there and you hit that one little button and shoot you right there, my husband don't know how to get back to what. I don't know. I told you I barely know how to set my clock up, alarm clock.
Okay, so but what I was saying was, for me, social media is just what it is.
What is that? What is it?
Social media.
What is that? What do you call social media?
You socialize.
What do you call it? With who and with what?
On the phone.
With who?
On the media.
Family.
With who and what?
Family.
Well, it's supposed
for
to be
someone.
To catch up
for
with
me, I have not really been posting
a lot.
You can say social media, but what?
I have a family member who can attest to me.
No, I'm
sorry, but I am talking. I have the floor.
We're saying, what are your husbands?
Sir, I have the floor.
Sir.
I have the floor. Okay.
Go ahead. Walk it out.
For me, social media is exactly what it is. For the past, months, I haven't really been on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Give me
again. This is why relationships don't work, because people don't know how to communicate. Let one talk and then the other speak. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so like I was saying,
sir,
for me, social media is just what it is. Social media. A lot of people use it for beefs, get into it with people and all type of stuff like that. That's not stuff that I do. I don't have a side man that I am on social media with. I keep in contact with my family, people that I don't talk to all the time, people that I don't see all the time. I use it for that. People that stay out of state. You know, I have family members that stay out of state that are on social media that I keep in touch with.
Right.
For things like that is what I do. Okay. I don't go into all of those type of things.
So, can I say,
when I am on the phone, for me, being real, okay, let's look here. Keeping it real, Keita. She ain't got cable at home, okay?
She don't have cable.
Okay, so what she do is she watches her motherfucking shows on her phone, okay? And that's what she does. She gets off of work at 2:30, 1:30 in the morning. So shit, she sits there and she catches up on her shit till she falls asleep.
Instead of catching up on her husband.
Ooh.
That, you know, that could be a thing that would happen.
Catching up on your shoulder.
That could be something that would happen. But if for
a long
time,
are you catching up on your husband or your
but
shoulder?
if for a long time the husband never paid their wife any attention, and that is all they lean to have entertainment, then that's what they did.